Yep, back. Because I couldn't see no comments, y'all. I could not see any comments. So whatever comments you all were making before we had to end it, y'all can continue to make. Yeah, I can see. I see you, Sarah. I see you, Sharice. I see you, Gina. I see you, Angie. Yeah. The comments, probably when I turned the Wi-Fi off, it affected it somehow. Tanya, I just read your card, Tanya. Thank you so much. Thank you, Tanya. Thank you for your card. Thank you. I got it out the P.O. box today. I read it. Thank you so much. Thank you, Tanya. Thank you all. Thank you all. Thank you for the cards. Thank you all for the cards. But we just came back for a few minutes and we were talking about our kids being isolated and how people look at them in public and that type of stuff. That's what we were talking about. That's what we were talking about. So if y'all made some comments in reference to that, make sure y'all repeat it. Drop it back in the comments. Drop it back in the comment because I couldn't see it. Sarah said a lady named Carolyn was in here. She had a 36-year-old son with autism. Oh, did she? And I didn't see any of that, Sarah. I didn't see any of that. Hopefully she'll come back. Richard said very sad and more common than you think. I know, Richard. It is. It is. A lot of people are embarrassed of their kids. That's what I was talking about. People being embarrassed to take their kids out in public and to expose them to the world. They are embarrassed. And that's a you problem. That should not be your kid's problem. You know, you need to get over that and allow your child to live, right? And not be embarrassed. If you love your child, why would you be embarrassed? Not me. Not me. Tanya say, hey, Sharice. Richard say that's absurd. It is, Richard, but people do that. And see, I missed that. I did not see the lady, Carolyn. I hope she comes back. I hope she comes back. She has a 36-year-old autistic son. Come on back. Yeah, come back. Yeah, it really is. Like, I love my son, right? If anyone's new and you're coming in and you're new, this is Autism Every Day, all things autism. That's my son DeMarcus over there sleeping, y'all, because he was at workshop all day and he tired, right? Y'all want to know why he's sleeping? He tired. So come in, hit that subscribe button, comment, hit the thumbs up, okay? And if you have questions, feel free to ask. We got a few more minutes to be on here. Feel free to ask questions. And be respectful in your asking, right? Be very respectful in your questions, right? Because we're gonna show you the same respect that you show us. We're gonna show the same respect that we show you, that you all show us. Yes, yes, it's very sad, Richard. Very sad, and it is very common, right? Parents are embarrassed of their children. Parents put their kids away because they're embarrassed, right? Or they don't want to deal with raising a child with special needs. Like a lot of people bring these children in the world, and what do they do with them? They institutionalize them. That's what they do. They put them in somewhere where they don't have to deal with them on a day-to-day basis. Now that part right there is very sick, very sad. There's no way that I would put my child anywhere. God gave him to me, and I'm going to do everything in my power to allow him to live the best life that he can live with me, with family, not stuck in some nursing home or halfway house or some institution. No, ain't no way. No way. Ain't no way. As long as I got breath in my body, ain't no way. No way. No way. Richard said, how could a parent be embarrassed of their own child? Well, they are, Richard. Hey, Augusta. They are. They are. They are. And it is very, very sad. But it happens. It happens. These kids are born into this world, and these parents find out something is wrong with their children, and what do they do? What do they do? They put them somewhere. They get rid of them. Excuse me, what are you doing now? We're talking about autism. We're talking about autism, squiggly letters. Katina, yeah, we're back, Katina, because I couldn't see the comments, y'all. You know, I think a person like that, ain't no way you should ever call yourself a parent. If you embarrassed of your child and you put your child away somewhere because no, you are not a parent. No, you're not. You were a sperm donor. You were a carrier for you are not a parent. You are not a parent. You're not a parent. I don't care. You can get mad, say what you want. People can. You're not a parent. That's not being a parent. Parents take on the responsibility of their children. Now, if you are sick and can't take care of your child, that's different, right? There are different situations that occur while people do put their kids away. Maybe their children are so aggressive until they are trying to hurt every family member that's in the house. Those situations are different, right? You have to do something to protect yourself, your family, and your child, and your autistic child, or your child with a disorder. You have to do something to protect everyone in that situation. That's understandable. But I'm talking about these parents who are embarrassed and don't want their kids because they don't want to deal with what other people think, how other people view them, and all that kind of stuff. Those aren't parents, babies, baby. Those are not parents. Those are not parents. Those are not parents. Sarah said, no, they not camping. They sitting in their car. Yeah, we're sitting in the car. Who said we camping? Sarah said, definitely not. We was blessed to have Lori. She is our miracle baby. Exactly. Augusta said, God gives us our children as we should take care of them and not be ashamed of them. Right. Nope, no camping. We going in the house in a minute. We got a house that we live in. Tanya said, we had 120 students, and it would hurt me so bad when they would be looking for their families for the holidays and they would never show up. Right? Just leave. Just put them in those places and leave them. Leave them. Give their kids away at birth because they at toddler ages because they don't want to deal with it, right? They don't want to deal with it. I told y'all about that person that gave her kids up, right? She gave her kids away. I never heard from her again. I never heard from that lady again. I never heard from her again. Yeah, we sitting in the car. We not camping. Tanya say the staff were their family because majority of their families never came. And that's so sad. That is so sad, Tanya. Like, that's sad. Daily Rose said that LeBron James is sad. Make him happy again. I don't know what you're talking about, Daily Troll. I don't know what you're talking about, Daily Troll. I don't have a clue what you're talking about. Right, we talking about autism over here. That's what we're talking about. I don't have a clue as to what you're speaking on. Right, I don't. But yeah, that's what a lot of these so-called parents do. They get rid of their kids because they don't want that responsibility. They don't want it, y'all. And our kids are placed in these homes and different places and they suffer, right? They suffer. They suffer. A lot of them become very, very aggressive because of the situation that they're in. Tanya say they called us mama. Really, Tanya? Wow. Now that's that's crazy. It is. I feel sorry for, a lot of these babies and adults out here who have been thrown away by parents who gave birth to them, right? Gave birth to them, but you chose to not be there for your child, right? You chose to not be there. I don't understand that. Like, I can't comprehend that type of stuff, right? I can't comprehend. Like, it makes no sense to me. It'll never make sense to me. It will never make sense to me. I love my son with everything in me. I will lay down my life for him. Y'all know that, right? I will lay down my life for my child. That's how much I love him. I love him more than I do myself, right? I love God first, and then I love my children. I love my son, and I love me. Love all my kids. Yeah. But y'all, we got to get off of here. Thank you all. Thank you, Susan, Sharice, for your topic. And Susan and Sharice, y'all had similar topics. You all had similar topics. You all were thinking alike today. Susan and Sharice, they were thinking alike. Augusta said exactly. Yeah. You, Susan and Sharice were thinking along the same lines today. They were thinking along the same lines, right? My child going where I go. If you don't like it, too bad, right? And if I'm out in public and you see my child doing something that you don't like and you staring, I don't care. I'm gonna tell you he autistic, and then you can keep staring if you want to, or you can want to understand, right? You can want to understand, but yeah, he's still gonna come with me. He's still going with me wherever I go. You too, Miss Brenda. But I gotta go to work. Y'all know I gotta go to work. I'm going here and warm this food up. Yeah. I I want to say this because this don't have nothing to do with autism right now. So we, if we done pretty much talking about autism, I do want to say this. It's been, it's weighing on me today. Um, I reached out to my family, right? I reached out to my family and was asking some questions. And do you know that they have not reached back out to me? They have not reached back out to me. So um, it makes me uneasy, right? It makes me uneasy right now about what's going to happen, with funeral services for my mom. And I'm going to say this and then I'm going to get off of here, right? Thank you, Augusta. And I'm going to say this, and this don't have, like I said, this don't have nothing to do with autism, right? This piece of it right here don't have nothing to do with autism. Um, and I reached out and, I got no answers back, y'all. I got no answers back. I got no answers back. But it's nothing. That's nothing. That this has happened many times. It just happens. And I'm not upset about it. I'm not mad about it. But I just figured during this time that you would provide some answers, right? Freely provide answers. You would think, because it being me, I would freely provide information. I wouldn't leave nobody hanging at this point in this situation, right? If I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it. If I'm not, I'm gonna tell you I'm not doing it, right? That's just how I am, right? And I know everybody ain't like that, but at least during this time, people want to know. They need answers, I do leave it in God's hands, but it bothers me, Katina, right? It still bothers me because I am human. I have human emotions and feelings and all that kind of stuff, right? And it does bother me, right? It bothers me. You too, Miss Brenda. Katina said, pray for your, yes, prayers is, yes. All right, Sarah, you have a great evening. Augusta say, wow, are you serious? I'm praying it all works out, and they reach back out. They probably won't, Augusta. It won't surprise me if things go in a whole different direction, you all. It will not surprise me at all. At this point, nothing will surprise me. I know what people have done in the past. I know what they're capable of doing and all this kind of stuff. So nothing won't surprise me. Will it hurt? Yeah, but it won't surprise me. It won't. Augusta said, I'm so sorry this is happening to you, Miss Ernestine. I'm praying they reach you. I do too. Katina say it will bother me too because time has passed. And it's continuing to pass. Sharice say that's very sad and unfortunate. My heart truly hurts for you and your family. Yeah, you know, I just asked a simple question, y'all. A simple question. I asked a few simple questions, right? A few simple questions, and no answers, y'all. Like they say, quiet on the creek. For real, it's quiet on the creek. No lie. And and I'm not trying to be funny with that saying, but it's the truth, right? Tony, it's okay, Tony, y'all. It's gonna be okay. Like, I'm gonna get through whatever go down. I'm gonna get through it, right? Will it take me time? Yes. Do I have no expectations from anyone right now. Like, I don't. Whatever happens, I'm going to be okay. Eventually, I'm going to be okay, right? I'm going to be okay. Oh yes, Miss Brenda, they gonna reap. Damn sure gonna reap what they sow, right? Because that's what the words say. That ain't what I say, but that's what the words say. You will reap what you sow. Cherie said, I cannot say. I know you. I'm not surprised. I'm definitely not surprised because this has happened too many times, so many times, right? Information has always been withheld, and you would think that at a time like this, that no information would be withheld. None. 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 I would never withhold information when someone has passed away. Well, I wouldn't withhold information either way, whether they not, you know, but definitely not at this time. But yeah, people definitely gonna reap what they sow. Katina say something my family would do right. Exactly. But it's okay, y'all. It's okay. I'm gonna get through this, and I'm gonna come out, and we gonna come out. We gonna be okay. I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna be okay, y'all. Right? It may take me a minute to be okay. I might get on here, you know, and go off one day. You know, I'll be trying not to. I'll be trying to hold my peace because I know, people don't care. People want you to be mad and miserable and all that kind of stuff. And people will do anything to hurt you, right? Sometimes people just want to hurt you. Why, I don't know, but sometimes people just want to see you hurting, right? Want to see you hurting. And I think this is a hurt thing. Yep, prayers. Thank you, Denise. Yeah, we're going to continue to pray and ask God to remedy this situation. Should we say, well, I remember exactly what you sent me, and that was right on time. Right on time, right? See, I'm going to come out all right, and I know this. Hey, Miss Doreen, I know I'm going to be all right. Is it going to take me a little time? Yeah, but I still know I'm going to be okay. I know I'm going to be okay because I know who on my side, right? I know that I have God on my side. I have God on my side, right? I have him on my side. And as long as I got him on my side, he ain't going to never forsake me, right? He may put me through, allow me to go through, but he know how to bring me out of it. He knows how to bring me out of it. He knows how to give me peace with whatever situation happens, right? God know how to give me that peace, and I'm going to be okay. Richard said that part, yeah. Katina said, yep, they have to answer to God for what they do, and they sure do. I can't answer for you, baby. I can't answer for you. You're going to have to stand before God yourself and allow him to be the judge. Right? I can't judge you. I can't judge you. I ain't trying to judge nobody. I just, at some point in life, just do the right thing, right? If you always been that person who always at odds, always doing the wrong thing, just do, for once in your life, do the right thing, right? Do the right thing. That's all you got to do is do the right thing. But like I told y'all, everything would have been done and over with. Prolonging things don't do none but damage, right? When you prolong things and things are not in a good light, it only does damage, right? It does damage. Now you got people doubting, right? You got everybody with doubts. Now everybody is doubting, right? Everybody I talk to, doubt. I don't know what to tell you, right? I have my doubts too, but I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. You got to go to the source. You got to go to the source, right? And if you can't go to the source, you better go on to God. Right? You better go to God and then go to the source. I pray God change me too, Augusta, but I doubt it. Katina say, because you are God's child and they are hurting you, God doesn't like anyone hurting his children. No, he don't. Miss Brenda say, that's all you need is God. It is. That's all I need. That's all I need. God is right here with me. Richard said that part. Katina said, yep. They got an answer. All right. Richard said created a false narrative. Yep. But I was always the bad one, y'all. That's how they viewed me, as the bad one. When all the time I was the best thing ever. Like for real. Was I perfect? No. Heck no. No. Am I perfect? No. I'll never be perfect. I will always have faults, right? I won't be perfect until I leave this world. Then I'll be perfect. But as long as I'm living in this world, perfect is not what I am. None of us are. And if you think you perfect, I feel sorry for you, because you're going to find out different. You're going to find out all the things that you did wrong that you did not account for, right? Including me, right? We all going to be held accountable for our actions. We all will be held accountable for our actions. Yeah, just talking. We was talking about autism when we first came on, but I just felt like I had to, I just wanted to, end the live with how I was feeling, and that's all, But we gonna always get our autism conversation out the way before we talk about anything else, right? We're gonna get our autism conversations and topics out the way, and then at the end of the live, we can kind of like, touch on other things, right? But when we're starting our lives, we want to be focused on autism, right? We want to be focused on that. I chose to say what I said because I'm feeling some kind of way. I'm having doubts. I have many, many doubts at this point, right? And I'm not going to believe anything until I see it, right? I'm not believing anything until I see, right? I'm not going to believe anything until I see it. Richard said God's word will make you believe the truth. Yeah. Yeah. Hugs to you as well, Miss Doreen. So yeah, so that's where I'm at, you all. And it's just the prolonging and the waiting, and it's not fair to do that to people, right? It's not just me that's waiting, right? It's the entire family that's waiting. It's not just me. I'm not the only one that's waiting. I'm not the only one that's feeling the effects of waiting, right? I'm not the only one. I couldn't tell you where my mom is at right now. I couldn't tell you the name of a funeral home. I couldn't tell you nothing. I don't even know if July 29th was the exact date that she passed away. I don't know any of it, right? Because none of this information has been freely given, y'all. It has not been freely given. It has not been freely given. Seeing is believing. That's right, Gina. Katina said if she knew she wouldn't send body, she shouldn't have. We still waiting to see. Right, Katina? We still waiting to see. So everybody's in doubt at this point. Miss Doreen said my family, the ones that weren't around, cried the hardest. That's usually what happened, Miss Doreen. Yeah. Miss Doreen said they are mean and destructive. Right. So it's cruel. This is cruel. It is cruel. It is cruel, uncalled for, unwarranted. It is cruel. It is cruel, y'all. It is cruel. What is happening right now is cruel. It is very cruel, right? It is. And I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to tell nobody, because I can't even tell myself nothing right now. So, but you all just continue to pray for us, right? Continue to pray. That's all I'm asking y'all for is prayer. Oh, he sees it all, Miss Doreen. He sees it all. He sees it all. He sees it all. He sees it all. Every bit of it. Every thought. Every cruel act. Every hateful, mean word that you let come out your mouth. He see all of it. It is very sad, Augusta. It is. And I have cried, so I tell y'all I can't even cry. I don't have no tears left. None. And I didn't cry. I wasn't crying. Um, I was sad. My tears came from sadness. The tears came from knowing that, my mom is gone. That's where the tears came from, because I love my mama. You know, I do. But hey, Richard say what happens in the dark always comes to the light. Augusta say I pray you get an update. Yep, me too. But they should at least update. They should, but hey, that's not what's happening. Miss Doreen, I do. I sure do. I sure do. Right? I gotta find the perfect spot for my picture as well. I gotta find the perfect spot for her picture. Yep. But anyway, y'all, we about to get off of here, and we gonna go in here and do what we gotta do. Continue on with our day, and just do what we can do on this end. That's all we can do. Uh, Dior said you pick up pies tomorrow. No, Takia is off this week. Dior, I don't have to pick them up this week. Hey Felicia, how are you? Thank you for sharing. Yep, you all have a great rest of y'all day. Have a great rest of y'all day, and keep the prayers coming. Keep the prayers coming. Right? I'm praying for you all. Praying for everybody. Miss Doreen said Miss Doreen said that trial might be closing tomorrow. Okay, Miss Doreen. No, Katina. Richard said my heart is broken for you. I appreciate it, but y'all know I'm gonna make it through. Y'all know I'm gonna be all right. Y'all know I'm strong. I'm strong, right? I'm strong. I may have my weak moments, but believe me, I'm strong, right? I am strong. I am strong, strong, strong. And I know I'm strong, right? I know I'm strong, right? Because I could do a lot of damage right now, right? I could do a lot of damage right now, but I won't do it. You know why? Because it ain't necessary. That's not who I am. I don't try to hurt others because they're trying to hurt me, right? I won't do it. I won't do it. I'll keep my mouth shut. I kept my mouth shut for years, y'all. For years, I didn't say nothing to nobody, right? I didn't say nothing. I kept my mouth shut for years. Miss Doreen said, I won't get you mad. Toya said, I started taking my vitamin. That's good. But yeah, I could do a lot of damage, right? I could do a whole bunch of damage, right? But God won't let me do it, and I ain't trying to do it. I ain't trying to do no damage. I'm not trying to hurt nobody. There's enough hurt already, you know, without somebody adding to it. There's enough hurt already. So I won't do that. I won't ever do that. I won't do it. But anyway, y'all, we about to get off of here for real, for real. We're gonna let DeMarcus say his good nights. Love you guys. Appreciate you all for listening to my little rant, and I appreciate y'all for listening to me. I don't want to put, I don't like to come on here and put things on you all, but sometimes you have to speak things out loud. You have to speak them out loud, right? You have to speak it out loud. And that's what I kind of did right at this moment. But I love you guys, and I appreciate you all so much for just listening, right? Just listening. That's it. So, DeMarcus, you can go ahead and say your good nights, and we're going to get off of here. Augusta said, you're welcome. We are here to listen. Also, we are here for each other, right? I know. Good night, Angie. All right, we're going to let DeMarcus go ahead and say good nights.
Good night. See you all.
All right, so DeMarcus said his voice in his sleepy voice. Appreciate you. Yep. Okay, and y'all know, as I always say, keep love in your heart, a smile on your face, a praise in your mouth, God first, and He will take care of the rest. You all make sure you all hit the like button, hit the thumbs up button, right? Hit the thumbs up. We got 16 people and we got 6 thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up before you leave out. Hit the thumbs up, And if you have not, yeah, I got to work today. If you did not subscribe, hit the subscribe button. We are trying to build a YouTube channel over here, right? We're trying to build a community over here. We are trying to build us a community over here, right? An autism community, right? A support community, advocating community, right? We're trying to to build a family over here on YouTube as well. Denise say sometimes you have to be. I know, Denise, but y'all know I don't like doing that. Y'all know I don't like to do that, right? I hold a lot of things in. I hold a lot in, right? I hold a lot of things in, y'all. I do. Now, hit the thumbs up button, right? So when you go out, you'll be able to hit that thumbs up. Yeah, but it's okay, y'all. I'm gonna be fine, right? But I love you guys and appreciate you all. And we will see you all in the morning on the FB to drop DeMarcus off at workshop. You all enjoy the rest of y'all night. And God bless each of you. And I thank you all. Thank you again, Tanya, Linda C, for the cards. Susan, thank you for the cards. I didn't have Susan cards were in the house. The card that Susan gave me is in the house. I would have read that one to you all too. Maybe I can remember to bring it out tomorrow and I can read Susan card because I appreciate these cards, right? They mean a lot to me. These cards mean a lot to me. They do mean a lot. So don't think that, I'm going to take the card and throw it to the side or anything like that. No, I'm going to read these cards. I treasure you all thinking of me at this time, right? So don't think that I'm not going to treasure your cards because I'll keep them. I got plenty of cards that people have sent me that I still have, I do. And Susan came over and dropped the card off in the mailbox. She said, I figured you were laying down, and she dropped the card in the mailbox. So thank you, Sharice, Melly. Just thank all of you all for Katina. My thing right here, Katina gave me. And just thank you all for thinking of us. Thank you all. I appreciate all of you all, whether you send a card or not, right? I appreciate your prayers. I appreciate your being here. I appreciate all of that. So yeah, but we love you guys and appreciate all of you. So just because I didn't say your name or something like that, don't mean that we don't appreciate you all. Y'all know that we do, right? They sent cards and little gifts, and I just wanted to thank them and show appreciation, right? That's all. All right? But love you all. See you all. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. Love y'all. Love you all. Peace and love to you all. See y'all later. Love y'all. Let's get back.